July 29, new patch. General. Nexomania 2 event has arrived to the Nexus. Whose side will you choose? Gata de Battaglia Lily or Mauguncho Mauganis? Updated shop bundles and items. I already checked this, so you're pretty much gonna get like a portrait and a skin by completing experience points. And the quest duration, it seems in-game, is 1 month and it has 5 parts. That sounds more than reasonable enough. Updated shop bundles and items. Can I check real quick in the shop on the bundle boosts? Hero bundles. There we go. I see a tank and bruiser bundle that I've owned. I don't see anything else. Items. I guess they just rearranged some stuff or something. Knockback effects have been updated to be more consistent. That we know that from the PTR. On death reveal duration on nearby units removed. So that's like probably units that you summon potentially. Reduce the impact roots have on knockback effects. Updated home screen start music. Balance update. Aurak. Please tell me they nerf some of the Aurak things that I saw from last time. Basic attack damage increased by 10. Healing increased on lightning surge by 5. Telekinesis knockback speed now slows down over the duration of the knockback. Push to point distance increase. That's just more of a visual thing. I don't think it pushes more than what it is. But 10 flat damage, already a big buff. Overwhelming power rework, that's the auto attack talent. Healing reduced by 35%. However, percent of damage converting to healing is now increased by 50% of the sadism's bonus when attacking heroes. For example, with 100 sadism, this will be 65% of the damage dealt. Which means that it is actually not a nerf, it's actually a buff. 15% extra healing received from your Q at 100% sadism. That means it's gonna be even more at more sadism. So that's an insane auto attack buff. I don't know why they did that. Auto attack build was already the best. I don't know why they didn't tune this down. This is way too much. What the fuck? Applied force pushes 50% further. The 7 purple talent. Rework talents on level 20. No more counter strike or daily recharge. Maida the High Ward Aura gains access to his other heroic, which occupies the trait slot. This also grants the ability to swap which slot each heroic occupies. So they pretty much combine the 2 talents into 1. Rata the High Ward. If counter strike is Aurak's heroic, basic ability reduces cooldown from 3 to 2.5 seconds for each enemy. So they tuned this down a bit because it was too strong. That's fair. I like it. If deadly charge is the Aurak's heroic, heroes hit by the deadly charge now take bonus damage from Aurak's abilities equal to 75% of the sadism's bonus, instead of reducing the armor by 50 for 4 seconds. That's also very good, because it means the hero is not gonna become squishy for the entire team, but is only gonna become extra squishy for Aurak. 75%. Heroes hit by deadly charge now take bonus damage from Aurak's ability equal to 75%. It doesn't say for how much seconds. I guess forever? Until they're dead? Like 75% of sadism's bonus. So let's say you have 100 sadism. So your abilities are gonna do 75% extra damage once you charge. So that's like almost double the damage. The fuck? Double burst Aurak on charge. Okay, I don't know why they buffed Aurak so much. I don't think it was needed. I think the level 20s are cool. But the auto attack build, completely unnecessary to keep it like that. Alright. Anubarak regen master quest requirement reduced by 5 golds. Nice. Hopefully that makes people take it more often. Cap. Repeat offense, knockback strength increased by 2. This is mainly done because of some bug fix changes on the knockbacks and interactions like that, so that doesn't change much. Brightwing Emerald Wind targets will now be knocked back over the entire duration of the expansion Nova. That means that the Brightwing push of the Emerald Wind is gonna be stronger. That's what this means. Deckard, Warnado being hit by War already knocked back will now refresh the duration of the knockback. Stronger knockback again. Damage can only occur once every 0.18 seconds. I think this number was less, so the damage number is gonna be... You're gonna be doing damage a bit less, but the points a seconds are so small, it doesn't matter as much. It's a small nerf. Knockback duration reduced. Distance pushback from Tornado is unchanged. So the CC you're gonna feel from the Tornado is gonna feel less. More tornadoes, each tornado now has its own cooldown reduction, which means tornado now is stronger when it comes to generating more tornadoes. The Hacker reduced movement speed bonus from 5 to 4 on enhanced agility. This is a great the Hacker nerf. Speed, the Hacker racer car is way too strong. I don't know if this is enough, honestly, because of the insane amount of 40% movement speed, but a good starting change. Paralyzing enzyme basic attack now also set the remaining duration to 2. Healing reduction increased from 40 to 50. This is great, but this is actually an insane thing they kept from the PTR. Pretty much it means that the reduced healing talent now is gonna keep getting reapplied if you keep attacking. Being able to keep 50% healing reduction on someone, even the tank, is insane. Pack leader reduced duration from 5 to 4. This is the movement speed and armor talent. Kinda for the same thing here, I guess. Fausted Mighty Gust, knockback. People closer to Fausted will get knockback for longer. That's a buff to the Gust. Imperius Molten Armor now restores 1 mana for each hit by Molten Armor on expiration. So they give a buff to Molten Armor on Imperius, so he gets more mana sustain now, which also ties to the entire Molten Armor build. They did nerf the Impaling Light. Less damage on by 30 and less cooldown reduction. Fantastic. The cooldown reduction was way too much. Blaze Glory damage increased. This is a buff to the W that echoes with the line, which is great. So more people can use this talent, hopefully now. Because everyone uses the explosion shield because of this. You know, the Blaze Glory talent is not that bad. It just feels a bit weird to use sometimes. Otherwise, it's not that bad at all. They also, I think, buffed recently baseline W on Imperius. Somehow. I don't remember how, but something happened to it. Holy Favor now resets Imperius out attack cooldown. I'm gonna make this a bit better to use because the wave clear, because of the E proc doesn't proc the extra 2 hits, so people are not taking it as much anymore, but it's actually still a good talent. It's just balance. Molten Rat now also increased Molten Armor radius by 25. That's for the Molten Rat build. I really want to try a Molten Rat build, honestly, with the extra radius. And the mana is gonna be fun. Lily, the healing amount, they did nerf it a little bit from the buff, but it's still quite a lot. Like, how much is that? 25, 30, 35 extra healing. I don't know. I mean, I think Lily's strength comes from her ultimate heal at the moment. I would say that her baseline heal was a bit weak. Giving it 35 though. How much percent is that? That's like 1/4, right? Like 25% or something? It feels like a little bit too much. out of nowhere. I know, there's games I play Lily and I out-heal some of the other heroes, man. I don't know. We shall see. Good to see potentially more people playing Lily. Knockback point is now center. This is too advanced. Knockback situations, we don't need to know about it. Duration increase of push-off increase from 0.5 to 1 second up to 11. And also duration increase from sound wave increase from 0.25 to 0.5. They're pretty much buffing this talent because no one is using it. I don't replay Wusu, so I cannot tell you much feedback on this. Everyone pretty much uses Rejuvenanza, the percentage here or the extra range. More than Haymaker, secondary knockback duration reduced, but the speed on the knockback has been increased. I think that's fine. Murky. Health is reduced. Oh yeah, they gave the Murky Egg a shield that regenerates over 5 seconds. I personally like that. Some Murky experts say it's a nerf because you wouldn't know if your egg got hit because it would regenerate the shield. But in other times you would see that the egg is damaged, so you would know it was threatened, so you would move it to some other place. I think it's good. I don't know. Orphea duration reduced but speed increase on the knockback on Backbiter level 4. That's cool. Concussive blast, base duration reduced, but distant pushback from blast not reduced. Base duration on knockback reduced. Yeah, I think that's fair. I've always felt that the hammer pushback felt a little bit too impactful. Like you could never get to her, and then when you get pushed back, you feel like stuck for too long. So that's nice. Flailing swipe, each iteration of flails have nice, yeah. Range radiuses, hard to explain. We're gonna see it in game. Secondary knockback duration on Sundering, speed reduced. Sure. We're gonna see it in game. Recall teleport delay increased by 3 times the amount. This is a nice little tracer nerf, which is mainly to punish tracer from not overextending as much and then getting away with E and QQQ. So this is gonna make her E for the people to respond to where she's gonna back and try to kill her more. Tychus, knockback duration reduced of the grenade. Distance push change not reduced. Yeah, that's also fair. I feel that Tychus grenade also kind of has the same. I think 33 is too much. Maybe there should be 20 or like, I don't know, just feels like a big number. But the grenade poke is also annoying when it hits you on the pushback. Tyrael, they gave him 4 damage. Smite 2 tip fixed. Swollen Enduring Q. Righteousness buffed. Baseline on the shield. Pretty much buffs everywhere on his base kit. Healing increased on Salvation 1, which is the yellow shield. And the shield is reduced by 5%, but that is fair because they buffed the shield overall. So this is a buff to the yellow shield, which is insane. I guess it's because people play the auto attack talent too much. Bound by Law is now a level 6 talent, which was a level 4 talent, which was the Swole Q talent. Eldrin's might now Swole's target by 65 instead of 80, which 80 is like the regular Swole totem. Now it's less, which is fair. Regular Swole totem is busted, man, 80% Giga Swole. And then reduces to 30 over the remaining 1.5. This is only for the first sec. Yeah, that's completely fair. Tyrael, now you can have extra CC on him on level 16, but you sacrifice which talents? The Smite that gives you 125 cooldown reduction, which no one picks, or I think it was the Burning talent on 16? I can actually check. Yeah, it was the Burning Hell. There it is. It's right here. They're gonna talk about it. Reciprocate Explosion is now a level 4 talent. Explosion damage now only hits enemy heroes and summons. No more minions! What the fuck? Tyrael is now healed for 3% of his maximum health for each hero hit by Reciprocate or Eldrin's Might. They give insane heal element to the shield explosion and Q. That's cool. So you get to have more sustain as Tyrael if you're not auto attack build, making Tyrael more tanky. I don't know if Tyrael needed all of these, man. That's insane buffs. What the fuck? I know, when I play Tyrael, sometimes I feel a bit squishy, but there's a lot of games that I feel like I'm in the right, doing just everything and not being bothered by feeling Q squish or anything. I don't know. Cause I'm also gonna have a small hitbox and I'm also jumpy. I don't know if he needed these healing buffs and shield buffs. Judgment cast range is no longer increased by Tyrael's radius. That means it's less cast range. Burning Hero is now a level 7 talent. Damage bonus for teleporting, withdrawing mind reduced by 25. Damage reduced by 3. So you get a wave clear talent much earlier, but less strong. That's fair. I felt that this on level 16 was too good. The way it felt for the wave clear. Aspect of Justice. After challenge for 1.5 seconds, Archangel Rat cooldown is reduced by 10% for each enemy hero hit. 90-second cooldown. This is the new level 20. You summon yourself like you're dead to become an exploding Tyrael. And then you go and explode. And the cooldown of this ability is reduced for each enemy hero hit. So it can go from like 90 to 45. But then you actually don't die. Then you come back to normal Tyrael. So the problem with this is that I guess because you need to channel and stay and do nothing. So I guess you could play like a Tyrael burst build with Judgment. You go with Judgment, you stun the guy, you Q and E him, and then Aspect of Justice, and you go and try to explode. I guess. Or I don't know how else you're gonna... Because playing this with Santi, I don't know. It does sound very fun though. Very cool out of the box style, and I definitely wanna see it. Bug fixes, well, no, I'm not gonna go through all of them again, like on the PTR video, but fix the issue that allow Cataclysm to land Deathwing in an unintended location. Ah, it's the going through the entire map, getting stuck behind the walls Deathwing bug. Nice. Face melt, fixed an issue that caused face melt to knock back targets away. Wait, what? Doesn't face melt knock targets away? What is this? Let me check ATC. Is that a talent or his baseline ability? Yeah, that's the baseline face melt. Weird. I don't know why that's fixed. Limbing repulsion, fixed issue cause repulsion to not properly increase knockback speed. Okay. Skullcracker Muradin, fixed issue cause Skullcracker's bonus damage to be granted to other Muradins. The fuck? That sounds like some evolution thing. Level 20 triple tap. Fixing an issue that allows targets to disjoint triple taps missile when teleporting less than 20 distance away. Wow. You might want to fix that for a Pyroblast as well, because I've seen it happen on 0-2 to dodge that recently, I think. Or a Lemming. I think it was a Lemming, specifically, not 0. Fixing an issue that caused triple tap's target to be hit twice if they become targetable in the same instant the triple tap missile could hit them. Okay. Triple tap missile will no longer time out 3 seconds after firing. I don't know what that means, the last one. Sylvanas Lost Soul fixing issue cause Lost Soul to not activate when triggering basic attack kills the target. To not activate when the triggering basic attack kills the target. Ooh. So, that's a big buff on Sylvanas. So this is the level 7 cooldown reduction talent on the stacks. So, if your auto attack would kill the target, now you would get the 1.25 cooldown reduction. which we weren't getting for some reason. Insane. Remorseless 13. Fixed initial cause remorseless to not activate when the triggering basic attack kills the target. So now when the target is killed, you would also get the remorseless spread as well. Big buffs on auto attack Sylvanas. Or more like fixes that. But yeah, it is a buff because it does something extra that didn't do. Tyrael Smite E2 till the date in the cool duration of the area granting movement speed. Yeah, that's just text. And last, level 10 explosion zone fixes an issue that caused the explosion zone to knock back further than intended. True! Stop knocking me back with explosion. That's pretty much gonna be the patch, boys. My final TLDR for it. Aura Giga buffed. I don't know why. It didn't need anything more than healing surge, extra healing 5. Everything else seems unnecessary. Like, what the fuck? Anubarak. Great change here on the globes. Deckard. Sure. Let's see more tornadoes. Dehaka. Nerf on the movement speed talent. Buff on the enzymes talent. Fantastic. Imperius. Nerf on Q. Buff on molten armor build. Fantastic. Lily. Buff on Q. Great. Wusio buffing a talent that people don't use. Fantastic. Murky Small. Change on Egg. Orphea, Hammer. Stukov, Drop. Tracer. Tracer, small nerf. Tyrael. Giga buff. And some talent realignments. And a new level 20. I personally like... You know... Tyrael might have needed a buff. On those 3. Maybe not on the rest. But what I like about Tyrael is they switched the entire thing, so it's gonna make him feel like a completely new hero in a way. That's what we like to see. Kinda changing the entire kit in a way. But yeah.